Imagine a supermarket aisle with Belgian-made mayonnaise on one side and Dutch-made chocolate chips on the other. There is a distance of barely 20 meters between them. No border, no checkpoint, no fence, nothing at all, save for a straight line drawn on the floor. Now, imagine that same line passing through the threshold of a town hall, a living room, and a woman's kitchen, dictating which passport or visa people must carry. This is no thought experiment. This is a real town. If you live on the wrong side of the doormat, at your doorstep, you might legally belong to a different nation than your neighbor across the hall. So, how is it that a single street falls within the borders of both the Netherlands and Belgium, with a highly complex area belonging to both countries situated right in the middle? And why hasn't anyone rectified this situation until now? Hello and welcome back. Today, we are setting off for Europe's most peculiar border town. Officially, this place consists of two towns sharing a single name, Baal-Nassau on the Dutch side and Baale-Hertog on the Belgian side. Viewed on a map, it resembles not so much a town as a shattered porcelain plate that has been haphazardly pieced back together. Nearly half of the world's approximately 64 settlement enclaves are packed into this small patch of land. There are more than 20 small Belgian territories situated within Dutch land. The Netherlands, in turn, possesses tiny enclaves of its own nestled inside these Belgian ones, islands within islands, much like a set of nested matryoshka dolls. When walking along certain streets with a friend, you cross the international border 5, 6, or sometimes even 8 times within a single block. Motorists on the ring road cross between the two countries 8 times, a road that took nearly 40 years to build. Special tiles and small silver studs have been embedded in the sidewalk to mark the point where one country ends and the other begins. Thus, a tourist can quite literally witness the ground beneath their feet changing nationality. In Baarle, there is at least one house with both Dutch and Belgian-style house numbers attached to the same wall. According to locals, the rule determining which country you legally reside in hinges on a ridiculously minute detail: the location of your front door. There is even a local story about a Belgian resident who moved their front door to avoid being reclassified as Dutch. Incredible, isn't it? The reason for the existence of such boundaries lies in the fact that for centuries, dating back to the Middle Ages, no one could agree on where one system ended and the other began. As early as 1198, the Duke of Brabant had fragmented ownership by ceding part of his lands to the Lord of Breda. The Peace of Münster, signed in 1648 following the 80 Years' War, divided the Low Countries into a Dutch-dominated north and a Belgian-leaning south. Ultimately, with Belgium's complete separation from the Netherlands in 1830, the situation shifted from a domestic property dispute to an international border issue. A serious attempt to reach a formal border agreement did not occur until the 1950s. A commission finally delineated and mapped the borderline in 1974, and that line was only officially recognized in 1995, meaning that for nearly 350 years, a town belonging to both the Netherlands and Belgium had existed in an intertwined state before the situation was formally codified. During World War I, German forces occupying Belgium could not legally enter these small Belgian enclaves without violating Dutch neutrality. Consequently, the Belgian section of Baarle escaped occupation. Mail sent via the Baal-Hertog post office crossed the German occupation lines to reach Belgian soldiers at the front. Resistance members even managed to smuggle parts for a clandestine radio transmitter into the area, erecting a roughly 40-meter-tall antenna mast that broadcast from a location where the occupying army could not legally intervene. One might have thought that after such a war, someone would simplify matters. More recently, in 1996, a formal proposal for unification, intended as a definitive solution, was drafted. However, the parliaments on both sides unfortunately rejected it. The result is a place where two legal systems operate just a few meters apart. During the COVID pandemic, mask mandates differed, elections were not held on the same day, and fireworks businesses clustered on the Belgian side, where regulations were more flexible. The town has 2 mayors, 2 police forces, and 2 municipal councils, a logistical headache that no one really wants to resolve. A lifelong resident notes that while the situation seemed perfectly normal during childhood, they only realized how truly unusual and fascinating their hometown was after traveling abroad. Most border towns came into existence simply because a boundary line was drawn and people ended up on one side of it. Bâle, however, is different. Whenever it had the chance to be a simple place, it chose instead to remain wonderfully and stubbornly complex. If stories like this interest you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Thank you all in advance, and see you in the next video.